How's the coffee? Last time I was here, I had it, and I thought it was pretty good.
It's very good.
All right. What's up, Tyler?
Way smoother than like your normal, really, really bitter.
Right.
Made in a proper coffee machine.
Mm-hmm.
Really dark espresso, but not burnt. It's really good. Good way to get the day started.
What's up, Chris? How are you? What's up, Facebook user? We're smoking La Faraona cigars from YBOR City. We're going to talk about that cigar in just a minute. What are you guys smoking today? All right. What's up, everyone? This is Ray, cigar enthusiast, coming to you live from YBOR City, Florida. Today we stopped by one of our friends' local shops, La Faraona, owned by Old Delma. She's been a good friend of mine probably since 2007 when I first met her. My first trip to the Tampa area was suggested to me from one of my coworkers where I was working in 2007. And they suggested YBOR City. They suggested YBOR City because I'm a big cigar smoker, and this is the cigar capital of Florida, or of the Tampa area, between Tampa and Miami, right? So they were like, there's a lot of cigar shops. There's a couple of lounges. King Corona's right next door. And you have a lot of bars. And you guys know I'm a big whiskey guy, so there's just a plethora of bars. You're doing a lot of bar hopping here, a lot of cigar lounge hopping. It's a really nice area, really cool area to hang out.
Absolutely.
And so in 2007, I came down here and parked right down the road. It took me about an hour to find a good parking spot, and came strolling down the avenue here on, I think this is 7th Avenue. This is 7th Avenue. And I happened to come across La Faraona, and Odama was sitting right outside. She was smoking a cigar, and I introduced myself to her after I walked in the shop and checked it out. She recommended a few of her cigars, gave me an entire bag full, and I sat out here the rest of the night. I didn't even bother walking up and down the strip. I sat here the whole night smoking cigars, talking to her, getting to know her. And it was a really great experience. Her and I hit it off right off the bat. And from the moment I walked in the door, she treated me like I was one of her family members, like one of her friends, like her son. And more than that, started teaching me. I was still fairly new in 2007 to the cigar industry, and I was smoking a lot of cigars, but no real, like knowledge, right? And she didn't just talk to me about her cigars. They roll cigars here, and all the cigars that are in this shop are handmade, rolled right here in the house. And it was a hell of an experience because she walked me through the entire process. That was my first experience here with cigars. So Joe, you were here this weekend.
I was
right?
Here yesterday.
So how was it here yesterday?
Man, like I was saying earlier, it was crazy. All the bars are opening back up. It's great to see the city alive again. And I wasn't here until late, but I guess, even the guys here said that they sat outside until like 3 a.m. So, yeah, it's great, man. Everything is opening back up. The weather today is great. It has been all weekend. Intermittent rain, but it's nice and cool. But yeah, man, had a great time yesterday. Came here and right next door to King Corona. Um, Sat outside most of the day just smoking and having a couple whiskeys and just enjoying life, man.
And out here, we're always looking for that experience with going to a cigar lounge. You get that whole cigar experience on this street right here in this town. And there's so many cigar shops here, so many cigar shops opening in the near future, which we won't discuss today because we're going to be interviewing someone in the future about that, about a new cigar lounge here. There's two of them. The tobacco experience, the cigar experience. If you've never been to YBOR City, definitely make it a point to come out here. You won't be disappointed, and you're going to get the full cigar experience. It's like walking into Little Nicaragua, right? Little Dominican Republic.
Sure.
In New York, we would go to Little Italy and Chinatown. YBOR City is the cigar capital of Tampa. This is the place to be. So today we're here at La Faraona, and I'm going to just show you one of the pamphlets that she has when you first walk in the shop. And inside this pamphlet, it comes and it shows you all the cigars that she has with their pricing. And I'll post a picture of this later on. You guys can check out these cigars. Let me post this up here real quick. Actually, I got the mouse.
And one thing about her cigars is every single one of them are very, very fairly priced.
Yeah.
I would almost say underpriced.
Yeah, they really are.
For what they are, completely hand rolled with high quality, very aged tobaccos.
Yeah. Don't doubt it. These are all hand rolled. There's someone rolling them right here, right now in front of us. Don't think that these cigars are not premium cigars. They are premium cigars.
Absolutely.
This is the owner of the shop is from Cuban descent. She used to roll cigars in Cuba. And we're going to walk around the shop, and I'll show you pictures of her when she was just a teenager working at the factories, rolling cigars. And she took that experience, that knowledge, and brought it here to the United States, brought it right here to Tampa. She started this shop years back, and she's never left, and nothing's changed. Everything in this shop is exactly as I remember it.
Yeah.
7-8 years ago.
So how were the prices back then?
It's one of the things that, you and me had this conversation. She keeps all the prices, I think, below what they should be, because these are freaking fun. I love this cigar here. I'm not going to walk out of here with at least a dozen of these. I'm smoking what they're calling a nub Habano, Nicaraguan blend. So it's a Nicaraguan puro. It's a phenomenal cigar. You had this one too, didn't you?
I did. I just finished it. Just nubbed it. But I transitioned to the La Faraona Perfecto in Habano. And it's just a great cigar, man. I mean, you can tell that it's aged properly because it's not bitter at all. It's very smooth. And one thing about her cigars, and I talked to Renee, who's working behind the counter today about it, is yesterday I had one of the Maduro box pressed from here. And I can't tell you the last time, maybe a Padron that burned like this. I mean, it burned like a champ. It's one of those cigars you don't have to babysit. You don't have to touch up. You don't have to worry about it going out on you. You can sit it down. You can talk. I mean, that is the hallmark of great construction.
Right. I agree. And in addition, coffee. Mm-hmm. And coming soon, if I'm not mistaken, liquor. So La Odelma just got her liquor license, so they're going to be putting in a bar here in the shop. So you're going to have a nice selection of liquors. We usually come here. I don't want to say bring our own, but we bring our own. We hang out here. And last time I was here, she had like a 16-year-old scotch for me that was freaking amazing. And I wish I remembered what it was.
There's so many. But, that brings up another topic of discussion.
Before you do that, all right, Facebook users, if you are on the group page, we're going to stop posting in the group in the near future, guys. But if you're on the group page, go to the description. On the bottom of the description of this show, you're going to see it says StreamYard. Click on that. You need to allow Facebook or you need to allow, Facebook to share your name and information, your picture with StreamYard. That's all it is. So we can see your name and a picture with your post. Okay. So go back out, go to the description. At the very bottom of the description, you're going to see the StreamYard link. Click that. It's going to ask you permission. You click yes, and then we'll see your name and your face, whatever picture you have on your Facebook page. Hopefully it's PG. Just saying.
Who knows with this group. Yeah. But anyway, what I was about to discuss is cigar etiquette, right? More importantly, lounge etiquette.
Lounge etiquette. Yep. We were just talking about this.
When you are at a lounge, you have to remember that there are things that those owners are doing to A, procure those cigars, and B, keep the lights on. But more importantly, it is in the cigar smoking community etiquette. If you're going to go somewhere and bring your own cigars, you are going to at least go inside and buy 1 or 2 sticks and just promote that lounge that you're at, because they're hosting them.
Yep.
They are keeping those lights on for you. They're providing those cigars. They're providing a service. So always remember, it's okay to go and bring your cigars somewhere. That's fine. But do whatever you can to help that lounge stay open. Because in this day and age, as you guys all know, we are under the finger of the FDA, and from day to day, we don't know what's happening. So the least that we can do is to be a good patron every time we go to those lounges and buy a cigar or 2 or buy a drink. That's what I do. If I go to a place that doesn't have a large selection of cigars, I'll buy a drink. There's a beautiful young lady right next to me drinking a sangria, enjoying the weather as well. But there are a list of cigar do's and don'ts under cigar etiquette. And when it comes to shops, that is one of the big ones. Be a good patron. Support that lounge. Let them know that they're doing a good job. Keep coming back. Bring your friends. Tell everyone about it.
It's starting to rain, so I'm going to move that camera.
All right, let's see what everyone is saying. Someone is smoking. Chris is smoking a Brick House Maduro. Someone earlier was smoking the State Line, I believe it was, or the Front Line, I'm sorry. Someone said it's a restaurant of cigars with that menu. Indeed, it is. Heather Callahan, hey, Heather, how's it going? She says La Faraona cigars are freaking amazing, and Odelma is a sweetheart. She is indeed. In fact, if you guys know anything about Odelma, or you have been to her shop or are friends with her on Facebook, just know that she lost her mother yesterday. She was 95 years old. I came in yesterday and she was still in here at the rolling table, still making cigars. I'm sure to keep her mind off of the sadness she was feeling. But I came in and gave her a hug, and she even gave me a cigar. On the day of her mourning, she gave me a freaking cigar. So that shows what type of person Odelma Matos really is. So when you come in, just pay your respects and give your love, because she's going to give it right back. Heather said her Lanceros are perfect. I would agree. How's it looking now?
Better. We're going to show you guys the inside of the shop in just a minute. Show you the rolling tables. The roller actually just finished rolling cigars for the day. But Odelma's here, and she's about to kill it. And I'm about to move the camera so you can see that.
Yeah, so if you guys have never experienced how a true roller, a true professional, both bunches the leaves up, rolls them up, puts the binder around them, then puts the wrapper around it, cuts and forms that cigar, you are missing out. You're definitely missing out, because it's a skill that is highly perishable, I would say.
Yep.
And one that you don't just learn overnight. And she's been doing it, 30 plus years?
At least. So one of the things she taught me when I first met her, and we've actually talked about this last time I was here. It's the process of learning how to roll cigars, right? So when you're in these countries like Nicaragua, Dominican Republic, it'll take you 9 months to learn how to roll cigars. And you start off with, so let's say you start off with a Robusto. So you're gonna roll Robustos and only Robustos for X amount of time. Once you're qualified enough that you've got the Robustos down, then you can move up to your next step. So let's say it's a Toro. So you'll start rolling Toros nonstop. And when you're proficient at rolling Toros, you get to move to the next step until you're qualified in every, rolling every cigar that the company has. And I thought that was pretty, I don't know how, I was thinking, do they go to school for this? Is it something that they, get an education on? It's not. It's like, right. Hey, I want to apply for a job. I want to learn how to roll, and you just start rolling.
Right.
You go through the process.
And even then, once you're familiar with all those shapes, there are those people who are better at creating some certain shapes ones, than others. In fact, the young lady who was rolling here earlier was rolling Robustos only because that's her thing. And I was asking Renee if Odelma rolled everything still, and she does.
Yeah, she does. I've been here and watched her roll.
In fact, she rolls probably arguably the hardest shape to roll, and that being the Salomon. And they offer a Grand Salomon here, which is, it just blows my mind because those shapes are super hard to get right.
You have to be a master roller to do that.
You do. In fact, I believe most of the large cigar companies only allow
one person.
Yeah, certain people to roll.
It's usually one person that rolls it because it's so hard to do. Mm-hmm. And it's got to be exact every single time, right? So if you have 2-3 people rolling a particular cigar shape, the odds of one of them being, not rolled properly, not, it might be too tight of a roll or too loose of a roll or not enough tobacco. So they usually only let one person do that.
It's a balancing act, because you pack the cigars too tight, it's going to be too hard to draw. You pack them too loose, the draw is going to be too loose. Yep. But here, these cigars, I was telling Renee, I smoked one of her Maduros on the way home, and I had no issues whatsoever.
No. These are great cigars. I still have a whole bunch at home from last time I was here, but
I'll be getting more. That's for sure. But once again, we're here in beautiful YBOR City, enjoying the outside air. Got sporadic showers, but it's nothing huge.
Nothing bad.
Got classic cars coming by. Great place to sit outside and just people watch.
Yep. What do you guys? So tell me what you guys are smoking. I see Mo smoking a Cohiba. What else you guys smoking? And I'm going to show you just a little bit of the inside of the shop here. I'll make this big screen. So right here, as soon as you walk into the entrance, you see Odelma. All right. You're also going to see her on that video right there that's playing. You're going to see her rolling cigars. You're going to see the staff that comes in to roll cigars, her rollers. You're going to see the pricing when you first walk in the shop. And then you're walking right into cabinet humidors. There's about 6, I believe, on the left side, 1 or 2 on the right. Then you're walking into the
lounge
side and the business side. They have a walk-in humidor where they keep all their cigars, but only staff walks in there. All the cigars are placed right outside for you guys to check out. And we're going to show you that right now. Quick tour. I should have put impromptu because I didn't bring any cameras with me, guys. I didn't bring any of my gear today. It was just strictly phone. I carry the laptop with me. It's a just in case. Hold on. I thought that music was coming by. All right, so I'm going to step in, Joe, and I'm going to take that camera and reposition it so that we can talk and show the shop.
Sweet.
Tyler, I see you. Blue line.
What's up, Brian?
Put it like that. Boom.
Brian says hi, Mo. Mo, how's that Cohiba treating you? You guys might be hearing the street noise. I think there's some street performers down the street doing a little act. Oh, everybody's watching the game. The football game is on right now. Everybody's gathered around TVs.
What channel do you What channel? It's on YouTube.
Mo, glad to hear it, brother. I haven't smoked that size Cohiba, that Splendido, in quite some time. Screw football. But funny story about the Esplendido size. When I was in Iraq in 2005, 2006, my first tour to Iraq, there would be black market cigars that we could buy over there. And Cohiba was huge over there. The Esplendido size being one of the largest. And I remember smoking many of those at night after a patrol. In fact, that was the way that I connected with my squad, the guys I was in charge with. Everyone over there received Cigars for Warriors. Shout out to Cigars for Warriors. You guys support them, please. If you have any cigars that you don't necessarily need in your humidor, please keep in mind that there are soldiers, sailors, airmen overseas, and Marines, of course, that would love that cigar out of your humidor. So please consider donating to Cigars for Warriors. Anyway, I got my guys into smoking cigars overseas, and it became a tradition late at night after a patrol to come back and just kick it and relax and celebrate life, because that's truly what it became. Because, you know, I was in an infantry battalion. I was infantry my whole career, so you never really know what's going to happen from day to day. But that became a tradition for us every single night. Sit down, smoke a cigar after our patrol, and just de-stress, relax, and get all of the anxiety out. All right, so Mo says we're a donation center for Cigars for Warriors. Thank you, brother. I appreciate it. If you ever see, man, you look smashing as usual. So, as you see Ray inside of one of the huge cabinet humidors there in front of all the cigars, I'm sure he's gonna take you through everything that they have in there. But this is just one side of the shop. The whole shop is covered with cigars, all rolled here.
So we have a really big selection here of cigars that are, again, all hand-rolled cigars. Can you guys hear me okay? Can you hear me, Joe?
I can hear you, brother.
All right. So there's a big selection of hand-rolled cigars here. I'm going to walk you through the line that they have here at the shop. And you guys can check that out at the La Faraona cigars.com website that's scrolling on the bottom of the screen. And I am joined today by Odoma. She's sitting next to me. She'll come up here in just a minute, and we'll discuss some of these cigars. The way they're when you walk in the shop and you see the cabinet humidor set up, there's no confusion here. She's got them listed as mild cigars, medium cigars, full bottle cigars. So when you come in here, immediately you know if there's a certain palate that you want to fit a cigar to your palate, you're going to find one here. And someone's always here to help you and direct you to the right cigar. Today, the cigar I was smoking is called the Nub.
And this is the Maduro cigar that we were talking about earlier, guys.
Right, which is this cigar here. It's a Nicaraguan Maduro, and it is amazing. Um, I'm gonna get a couple of these cigars, and we're gonna do a little raffle tonight. As soon as I get home from here, I'm gonna go online, do a little raffle live, do the spin the wheel thing. Anyone that commented on the show is gonna be included in that. I'm gonna send you guys one or two of the La Faraona cigars for you to try out. And I ask that you check out the website, but when you smoke these cigars, when you get them, please hashtag cigar enthusiast, hashtag La Faraona cigars, so you can come here. You know, what's your name? You're gonna hear that all the time here. It's a strip. But Linda, you know, you were outside, you were hanging out, eating pizza, recommended a pizza across the street, and you have some cigars in your hand. All right. You don't smoke cigars? No? How long have you been coming here to hang out? Talk a little bit louder. Yeah? How long have you been coming here to hang out? How you like it? It's a great place to just chill, right?
It is. It really is. Yeah. Let the liquor grade come. This is a lovely place, lovely lady. Since I met her, my husband met her, and we've been coming here ever since.
Nice.
Yes.
Thank you, Linda.
You're welcome.
So, again, they're going to have liquor here being served. So if you're ever in the Tampa area, YBOR City, or if you're in Florida, you need to come check this place out, La Faraona Cigars. All right, so I'm going to walk you through just some of the cigars that they have here. I'm going to pick up the camera and show you the shop. Does that work, Joe?
Yeah, brother. Hey, if you can, bring that cigar closer to the camera. Show them the construction and the closed foot on that thing. It's phenomenal.
Can you see that? I can't see myself. So can you see that?
Got you.
The construction's amazing. And look at that foot.
That's the foot too. It's insane.
This thing's perfect. It's beautiful.
Yes, it is.
Beautifully constructed. As all the cigars are here.
Yes, they are.
So real quick. Saying you the Robustos, and it starts off at your mild cigars at the top, going down to your medium and full-bodied cigars at the bottom. Just checking out some of the bands here. So again, you have your Connecticut's. That's the band for this particular cigar.
Beautiful.
Anything I touch, I'm buying, so I'm taking it all out of there. All the prices are right there, so you can get yourself a nice $7 cigar. All the Toros here listed at $7. Look at the size of that cigar. I'm going to show you the shop real quick.
Hey, brother, when you move your camera around, move it around slowly. We're getting a little choppy out here.
And just so you see, Odelma back in the day, rolling her cigars. So then you're moving into your Maduros. I mean your Habanos. So you're gonna have your darker blends now. I'll bring a nice little pack.
Mo, can you still hear us?
I'm losing it because I'm too far away from the Wi-Fi. But here, just show the shop real quick.
As you guys can see off to the right there is where they make all the coffees. Hey, you, how you doing? Yolanda White in the house.
Here's the rolling tables. Oh, you want to roll one? Hey, Joe, we're going to get a show. Odelma's going to roll a cigar.
Sweet. You guys get to see it. A true master at work. Good, you. Glad to hear you're doing good. Are you working today? Time to see the master at work.
I'm going to turn the camera off for now.
Most as you're low.
Yeah, I'm not using. No.
All right, Mo.
The microphone?
Yeah.
Inside, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm using the phone mic. Like I said, I didn't bring any of my gear today. This was an impromptu, and just got lucky enough that Odama showed up, and we can promote the shop today and check it out.
Mo said that humidor must only be about 5 feet tall when you're smoking. Yolanda, you're on the downhill coast, huh? Just 30 minutes left. What are you smoking? Oh, are you smoking? Or Yolanda, you smoking? All right, we're working to get power to the computer so we don't get off here.
Yeah, got it. I pulled it.
Yolanda White is smoking an LFP Lanox. Nice. Haven't smoked one of those in a bit. Have you had the La Bucata? I wanted to smoke that because of the Dr. Monroe wrapper.
Oh, no, it's perfect. Yeah, I'm gonna put my earpiece on, and then so they can hear me better.
Ray's inside getting the camera position on the rolling station setup. I'm gonna see Otelma in action. As you guys can hear, we're sitting out on the street.
Hey, Joe, can you hear me better now? I put my Bluetooth.
Yeah, I got you, brother.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, meet Odelma, famous, known worldwide.
The infamous, even.
Yeah.
Ray, she got wrapper or binder going on right now?
That's the wrapper.
Okay. So what you're seeing right now is a cigar that has been bunched and the binder already applied. Now she just finished rolling the outer wrapper, trimming with the tool called the chaveta for size.
That cigar is the famous Faraona cigar that she created in Cuba. Correct? That's her famous cigar. It's created by her. You won't find that cigar anywhere else anywhere else. It's just here. So we'll try to get you guys a few of these.
She putting the cap on right now, I believe.
She is putting, that's the foot. She already put the cap. So when she cuts it, she doesn't add a cap. She rolls it across. She cuts it so the cap's already there. It's beautiful how she does that. Hey.
Oh, is that might be the one I was
beautifully rolled. Look at that. Yeah.
This
I
one.
think it is.
If you guys see the head of the cigar, it doesn't have a cap on it. So you don't even have to cut it. That's what Ray was talking about just now. She's so fast.
See, Joe, the way she's cutting, yeah, it's so fast, but perfection. The cap's already on there. You see, she cuts it so that it rolls right on.
Wow.
Wow. That's awesome.
Ray, I'd like to know how many cigars that Chavetta has cut.
Oh, yeah, I know. The history behind that, right?
Yeah.
She's adding to the foot there. Beautiful. Bye. Very nice. And I'm going to show you where she's putting these cigars, guys. Move the camera. You see that?
Yep.
So Oldama's, and I'll show you pictures later on, but she's known for rolling cigars on her thighs.
I thought the myth was it had to be on the thighs of Cuban virgins.
Oh, yeah. Speak no evil, man. Speak no evil. Look at that. I mean, they're just, she cuts them and rolls them to perfection. Beautiful.
Yolanda.
¿Cuántos años estás aquí en esta tienda? 10 años aquí.
No habla.
I asked her how many years has she been here at the shop. It's been 10 years. 10 years ago? Okay. She came here 10 years ago from Cuba and started the shop.
And where was she working before that, Ray?
¿Dónde estaba trabajando antes de trabajar aquí? ¿Trabajaba en una tienda? Okay. Yeah, she worked at a shop here in Tampa, not far from here, before she started her shop.
Sweet.
For 6 months, she says.
Oh, only? Wow.
Yep. So all these cigars that are right here that you have, these are all rolled here. Yeah. So that's her mold for her cigars, the ones that she's created. She created that mold as well. So they roll the cigars here, and then she adds the wrapper later on.
So, correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe that once those molds, the size of those molds are created, no one else can use that size. Am I correct on that? I mean, I don't know how that works.
El mold que tienes aquí, nadie puede usar este mold. Es nada más para ti, ¿verdad? Yeah, it's only for her. She's the only one that can use it.
That's awesome.
You're correct.
That's awesome. Yolanda said, yes, she'll take some, please.
Yolanda, you're on the list, darling.
Yolanda, that LFD Lennox is a nice cigar, man. It's probably one of my favorites in the LFD line.
Ray, what kind of glue is she using?
What kind of glue is that?
Potato starch.
Potato starch.
Ah. Mo said, Ray, grab me 5, I'll pay you.
Done. So again, the cigar that she's rolling now is the Faraona cigar created by her in Cuba. And I'll show you where they are here at the shop because I usually grab a bag full one before I leave. It's a phenomenal cigar. ¿Qué tipo de tabaco está usando ahí? ¿Nicaragua or?
Nicaragua, Honduras, Dominican Republic. Solo tres cosas.
Okay. Pero ese?
Este blend que tiene adentro es de Nicaragua.
All right, so that particular cigar is a Nicaraguan Honduran blend. And the blends that she has here are Honduran, Dominican, and Nicaraguan for the shop.
But mainly Nicaraguan, correct?
I can watch her do this all day, Joe.
Oh, I mean,
Beautiful. Beautiful.
That would take me like, I wouldn't even get it right in a day to do one. Ray, have you asked her what her favorite cigar is in our shop? Does she have a favorite?
No, I haven't asked her, but I will. Give me 1 second.
Also, what her favorite size to roll is.
She's saying it's riquísimo. Delicious.
¿Tienes como encender ahí? Dame un poco para que veas.
Oh, I gotta get a lighter.
She said her favorite is the small one.
She's saying you have to see the way it lights, Joe. It lights perfectly. It burns perfectly. You've seen it. It's just sexy.
Bro, I see it. There's nothing sexier than a beautiful woman smoking a cigar. But, I mean, look, guys. I'm smoking this down to the nub. That's the hallmark of well-aged tobaccos.
Joe, you see that cigar?
I do. It's amazing.
¿Qué cigar en esta tienda es tu mejor? Your favorite one. That one? La Faraona. Look at that burn. Look how even it burns, man. Check that out, Joe.
Oh, I know. I know.
Voy a apagar la cámara.
Man, I really could sit and watch her do that all day. All right, Ray, looks like his camera is off. Who else is smoking right now? What else you guys smoking? Are you back?
I'm back from out of state. I'll leave it right there so we don't disconnect.
Oh yeah.
All right. So what she was saying with that cigar is when I asked, what's your favorite cigar? It's La Faraona cigar that she created. Every time I come here, I always leave with a bag filled with those cigars. And it is a phenomenal cigar. Again, Nicaraguan blend, Honduran blend. And it's really delicious. So we're going to get a few of those in your hands. We'll do a raffle tonight. And we're going to sit down and talk to her for just a minute. When she's finished, she's going to finish rolling a few more cigars for us. These are going to be hand rolled from her that you're going to be getting. Okay. Some of you, which I think is awesome. So she's talking about the ash. When you first light your cigar, she says, you get that nice white ash on the end of your cigar. And she's like, that's how you know it's a great cigar and it's a premium cigar and it's going to be a good cigar for her. It also burns super even across the board. Joe was smoking one sitting across from me a little bit ago when we first got here. And he lifts it up, he goes, it's still holding on. Had this beautiful long ash, burned perfectly. And again, these cigars here are all hand rolled here at the shop. And we're going to get you guys to try a few of these. I'm definitely going to throw out some of these nubs for you to try out. It's a Habano blend. And then the Faraona cigars that she's famous for, we're going to throw those at you guys too.
Mo asks what the flavor profile on the nub that I smoked was. Man, I would say like sweet coffee.
Yeah.
I mean, it just...
Yeah, I could say that.
And it didn't change.
Nice and oily. It was just a really nice smoke, smooth.
Yep.
And that's what I really like about that cigar. I like a full flavored cigar, and this one definitely offers that. It's really enjoyable. I mean, right to the nub, bro. You have nothing left.
Nope.
You have nothing left.
Nope. And you can smoke them all the way to here, and it's not bitter at all. I highly recommend these cigars, guys. You will not be disappointed. In fact, I'll probably have to put this down now. I don't want to, but I'm going to have to put it down.
I'm going to light mine up, finish this up.
And I'm going to get another one of those nugs, man.
I'm sitting right there. So, show of comments. Who wants a cigar? Who wants a cigar? Who wants a La Faraona cigar?
Mo says I highly recommend Ray gets me a 5-pack.
Mo, I'll put it in the mail tomorrow.
Yolanda is heading to Hustler after work. She's going to smoke the Don Julio.
Nice. Really nice cigar.
And Tyler, yes, they're very good, brother. In fact, I'm going to get another one right now. Oh, okay.
I don't have my cutter.
Let's see.
Here I got one.
So yeah, for those of you guys who couldn't see this earlier, look at the oils on that wrapper. Just absolutely beautiful. Cap is applied perfectly. But what's most interesting to me is the foot.
Here, show that cap again and roll through the cap. That's what I was trying to do earlier. If you look at that cap, there's no cap. Okay, their cigar is cut. The tobacco's cut in a way where the cap is part of the leaf when they're rolling it on there. So it gives it a really nice construction. When you cut it, the wrapper is not gonna fall apart on you the way some of the cigars do. The cap's not just gonna fall off. I'm trying not to burn my fingers, but yeah.
Perfect cut.
Say it bye-bye.
Siéntate conmigo.
The gray is trying to fetch the queen out here so we can talk to her.
Yeah. Well, you know what? Until I settle on a place, my diet is crazy.
Just beautiful.
So I'm gonna sacrifice.
Beautiful.
Go ahead and eat the bullshit right now.
I'm tasting the wrapper right now, and it's super sweet. Tyler says that is a sexy cigar, and yes, it definitely is. Mo says people complain about veins, but the flavor from the veins makes the cigar more flavorful. That is true. I mean, given that the veins give the leaf all of its nutrients, of course, from the sun, I don't care about veins. I don't care about really what the outside of a cigar looks like. I care about flavor, and these deliver for sure. Saw a nice vein in there, Mo. Yeah, there is a nice vein. In fact, right there. Do they sell these online? I do believe they do. If you guys, once again, there is the email and site address. You guys can go check them out. I'll get that answer for you right now.
Hey, Ray. Just showing me the construction of the cigars.
Mo wants to know if they sell these online.
They do. Go on the bottom of the screen. You see LaFaronacigars.com. You can check out all the cigars that she has here at the shop.
This is the one that she just rolled.
She just rolled this cigar for me. She's like, you need to smoke this one. That's what she said. I had to smoke this one. Oops, right there's the camera.
That one is the Habano, I'm guessing.
Yeah. I'll smoke that in a minute.
And let me tell you, I just nubbed that one. And if you don't do Habano right, it's bad. But this one was well aged, and as you guys saw, I smoked it to the nub. Is the queen coming out?
Oh, she's coming out.
Okay. Let me vacate the seat and give it to the queen.
Cuida mi perro. Cuida mi perro.
Don't touch that dog. So, yeah, no. So we can. Odelma came here with her puppy, and when I tried to pet it, it tried to bite my fingers off. Hey, Odelma.
Hi, how are you?
I love you. Mwah.
I love you.
So, ladies and gentlemen, meet the owner and founder of La Faraona Cigars and the creator of La Faraona Cigar, which we're going to get a few of these in your hands on a raffle tonight once I get to back home to Orlando. So expect that video to come out whenever I get home. If I get home at 1 o'clock in the morning, that's when I'm going to do the video. Thank you for letting me come to the shop, and thank you for coming here. You weren't here today, so I'm glad you came in today. Thank you so much. So you've been here in this shop for 10 years.
10 years.
10 years. And what was your What gave you the idea to open up a shop here in YBOR City?
Because in Cuba I made cigar for 35 years. So when I come in Cuba, I have a great idea. They open one store because I made cigar in Cuba for 25 years and another year here in US. So this is my idea. For before I open my store, I working for somebody else. I made cigar for 6 months, and then I open my store here anyway.
Stay here in case you have a question, Joe.
Okay.
And how you created this cigar in Cuba?
Yes. This is the 3 different ring gate that's sitting here in the middle. 36 here and 42 here. 36 here and 42 here. So it's the 3 different ring.
And this is
gate.
Nicaraguan and Honduran tobacco?
Yes.
And what kind of wrapper is that?
The Havana wrap.
Habano?
Mhm.
Oh, it smells so good. I'm gonna light that one now because
So
I'm burning my fingers.
can you ask her?
You ask her.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, Delmo, what was the first factory that you worked in, and who taught you how to roll cigars?
My grandfather, he teach it for me. The first time I work in cigar, I working for the big factory, the cigar roller in Cuba. Then he is Jose Manuel Segui. And then I working in the Havana because I live in the Havana 1 hour next the Havana I live in. So sometimes I made cigar in the Havana and then Newman cigars. I made cigar in Cuba. And my brother and my sister, everybody made cigar.
So your whole family
Yeah, and my mom, she made cigar.
was your You said your grandfather or your father?
My grandfather,
Was he a rolero too, or a
Uh,
bonchero?
rolero, he rolling cigar.
That's awesome.
But he rolling cigar before in the house,
Yeah.
before the factory.
So what were some of the names of the cigars that came from the fabrica that you worked at?
What did you say?
Like
The manufacturers. What
Yeah.
tobacco? What cigars were you rolling there? Was it
I rolling
Vivas? Was it?
Davido. I rolling Davido. This Davido in Cuba is Lancero Tori ring gauge by 7 inch, and I rolling Romeo and Julieta Churchill is 47 by 7 inch, and I roll a Montea is 49 by 9 inch. I'm sorry for my English, guys.
I love it.
I try, so never I going to the school for learning English. It's only practice every day. My beautiful friend here.
Yeah. Mwah.
that's awesome.
So somebody made a comment, and I'm gonna find that comment real quick. A lot of comments, guys. Thank you. Heather Callahan wrote, La Faraona cigars are freaking amazing, and the Odelma is a sweetheart. And then she said that her Lanceros are perfect. You know, I don't think I've ever smoked one of your Lanceros.
The Lancero is very difficult to handmade because it's a little finger. It's 2.5 leaf only inside. I
Right.
use when I make 1 mile, I put it inside like half ligero and 1 second and half volado.
Oh, my mouth just started watering.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So with the Ligero, it's going to be
I like because ligero is strong for body. I like it strong.
yeah. Me too. Me too.
Do you smoke it one is strong right now? This is not.
The nub,
Yeah.
yeah, the nub is nice. Look at that burn.
Oh my God, that's beautiful.
No touch-ups needed.
Mo is the owner of Frontline Cigars, and he's also a sponsor for the show, Frontline Cigars. And you guys can check out Frontline Cigars at frontlinecigars.com as well. He says you have some beautiful looking cigars. He owns Frontline Cigars out of Chicago. Thank you, Mo. And I just lit this cigar just to see how that burn is. Look at that. That beautiful gray white ash It burns perfectly. All the cigars here do. I mean, God, look at this thing. I don't want to drop it. Look at that. Woo-wee! Delicious.
It's fresh.
It's fresh. So this is one of the cigars that you just rolled. We a cigar, and are any of your cigars aged? Aged. How you say?
Viejo.
Yeah.
Viejo. The material inside is.
The material. So your tobacco's aged.
Ese que me-
So, how long do you age your tobaccos before rolling?
Before rolling like a 3 year.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
So in
I
the
buy material and then I put in the cooler over there and then my bag.
in the back of the shop there's a cooler.
And then like a 3 year less I make.
Wow!
Because I, tú sabes, voy comprando, voy guardando y voy sacando lo más viejo.
Yeah. So
Porque es mejor porque saben mejor.
she's buying the product. She's buying the tobacco leaves and putting it in the back to age. And when she's making her cigar, she's pulling all the aged cigars. She's looking for that oldest tobacco, the way she has it labeled in the back. Beautiful. Yeah, this is a really nice cigar. It smokes great.
So all the cigars here, you could say, really are they're
Aged cigars.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's aged tobacco. And it tastes so good.
Puedes sentarte.
I love you. Thank you, Dama.
Gracias. Oh, thank you guys. I'm sorry.
Back to work. Back to work.
All right, guys. So we're coming on to the hour mark. And what I wanted to show you guys today was a different shop. This is one of those shops that's off the beaten path, even though it's on the beaten path on 7th Avenue here. You're surrounded by cigar shops right directly next to King Corona. And on this strip, you have, another shop that, and I'm friends with the owner at Tabanero Cigars. Up and down the strip, you're going to find shops where you're going to find hand-rolled cigars, right? I've been coming here for a long time. Odelma and I are very good friends, and I wanted to really showcase a premium hand-rolled cigar for all of you. And I wanted you guys to see one of the shops that we frequently visit. When I come here to YBOR City, I don't walk up and down the strip. I find my way right here to La Faraona Cigars. I pick my seat right outside, or I'll sit inside the shop to watch TV, and I smoke cigars until the lights go out. They close. It's listed that they close at 10 o'clock, but last night everyone was hanging out here so late. It was 3 o'clock in the morning before they closed the shop, so they'll never kick you out. As long as you're purchasing cigars, having a good time, enjoying the company, and you get, in this particular shop, Odelma is very close friends with with a famous manufacturer. Everyone knows Carlito Fuente and Cynthia Fuente. Very close friends of the family here, so you might come into the shop and walk into Carlito sitting in the back smoking cigars, hanging out.
He was here last night.
He was here twice this weekend, hanging out. Friday, he arrived Friday. He was here Friday, hanging out Saturday, smoking cigars. So hopefully he'll hang out here with us later on today. So thanks for coming on, guys. Please check out La Faraona Cigars.com. LaFaron Cigars.com. La Faraona Cigars. I'll leave that on the bottom for a few minutes so you can check that out. Also representing the Florida Cigar Club, Joe the Grunt joining me today.
FCC.
Yeah, we are spoiled. What's up, Adam? What's up, Phil?
Phil says, where do we get these from?
So Phil, again, on the bottom of the screen, you'll see LaFaronaCigars.com. Yeah, write that down. And I'll post it on. I'm going to put a post later on with some pictures tonight when we go live again as well for the raffle. And somebody's going to get a handful of cigars. I'll do maybe 2 or 3. I'm not sure how many cigars are going to be in there. You might get 2, you might get 3, you might get 5. See how I feel when I walk in the shop. But check them out, LaFaronaCigars.com. You can see the spelling of that on the bottom of the screen. Right here in YBOR City. You can Google it. If you can't find it, just Google La Faraona Cigars.
Yeah, it's right on the strip. Just look for the sign hanging outside with the Egyptian Faraona.
Yeah. Yep.
Man, I gotta get some more of these, dude.
Yeah, so do I. But this cigar smokes great. You smoked this one too, just now, right?
Yep.
This thing's perfect. It's like, it's the construction's amazing. It's not loose. It's not too tight.
And
You know what interests me is this. You know how she makes the 3 different gauges in one? Gives it a lot of flavor.
And show these guys what cut you're using with that one.
As always, I'm doing a Cuban cut on this particular cigar. So if you don't know what a Cuban cut is, it's just turning your straight cut. I'm using my Calibri V cut and straight cut. I just take that cut with the cigar, I put it in, but I tilt it a little bit, and I only take a really small amount off the top. So I cut it at an angle, and I've explained this once before, but it's been a while, guys. So the reason I cut my cigars when I do a straight cut at an angle is so when you do a straight, just a regular straight cut, and you pull on that cigar, all that smoke hits the back of your throat, right? Sometimes tends to dry you out. And the reason I do this particular cut, the angled cut or a Cuban cut, is to get those notes and those flavors throughout my entire palate. So I roll my cigar as I'm smoking it, right?
So it's like
so right now the
directional.
cut, yeah, it's directional. The cut is now hitting the roof of my mouth, and as I turn it, as I smoke, it's going to hit my cheeks, the inside of my cheeks. It's going to hit my tongue, under the tongue. It's going to hit my whole palate, and that helps me really taste the cigar. And obviously, I also do the retrohale, right? When you do the retrohale, you're going to get a lot of those flavors. You can get the peppers for sure, and some of that sweetness, and a lot of it has to do with the glue.
Yep.
Right.
That's
because
why I
I'm
asked
tasting it
earlier.
right now. It's
In the beginning,
like it's that starchy potato starch is what she
it's-
uses.
It's vegetal.
Yeah, right.
And you taste that in the beginning, and I thought, man, when I first lit this up, why am I tasting all that vegetal taste? But it doesn't have to do with the tobacco. These tobaccos are
Oh, nice.
ridiculous quality tobaccos, but you taste it and then it goes away.
You also get a sweetness out of this cigar, which is really nice.
You get it in this one too.
I can't really put my finger on what it is, but it get a nice sweetness out of it. On the retro hill, I get a really nice sweetness. So, all right, guys, cigar enthusiasts, thanks for joining me here, and Joe, the Grunt at La Faraona Cigars in YBOR City. Later on tonight, when I get home, we will be going live to do a raffle to give out some of these beautiful cigars, and you can always purchase them and check them out at lafaronacigars.com.
Thank you, Odelma, for hosting us and making amazing cigars. Thank you.
And as always, stay classy, stay smoky. See you next time.
Oiga, rico tabaquito ese. Ese que está fumando el maduro.
Rico.